Ink Master Season 5, Episode 12, Heads Will Roll review. Guys, stick with me. I do have some notes. This is probably going to go a little longer than I like it to, but I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. So these are for people obviously who've seen the episode before. Just giving you a heads up on that one. Guys, how did we feel with Josh not being here? What a freaking bummer, like I said in the last review. But I love what Jason said. I'm Team Jason, by the way. I love what Jason said. He's like, we gotta move forward. I'm against you. We can't be hanging around the past. Like, this competition is right here and right now. So we got special guests, Judge and Canvas. Deangelo Williams came onto the stage here. So we are obviously actually looking at Jason's tattoo. It did get voted by the Canvas jury as the worst tattoo of the week. I do have to. It looks kind of good now. It's either this one or maybe Mark's. The judges said it wasn't quite legible. They're not wrong. If you stare at and you really get into it, you can tell exactly what it is. It's a badass tattoo. But compared to the others, no, it doesn't quite stack up. They all did head tattoos. Like, this is some serious shit going on. And it's not the first time they've done it. They might have actually done it every season. But, I mean, the fact that these guys are putting on head tattoos that look, quite frankly, amazing. We're going to see some tattoos. Let's get to some other tattoos. Jason did not go home based off of his experience and his track record. He's just too good. And he's had some misses here and there, but I think his head's really in the game. I don't think he's going to win, but I am rooting for him because I like his attitude a lot, for the most part. Let's go all the way back to the beginning to our flash challenge where they take these poor guys, always are getting them traveling. I don't see them traveling so much in later seasons. It's just too much. It's just too much. So we got Marks. They obviously had to design something as a possible tattoo for Deangelo. And we love Marks. Look at how cool. I'd wear it. I don't know exactly what it means. I'd wear it. I love tattoos that are artistry, design, like wrapped around the arm. And yeah, so what pissed me off was Deangelo's, in his meeting with all the artists, he was super vague. And I don't know. I do understand being vague for some of it. Obviously, you don't want to micromanage the entire designer tattoo, even though you could, which they get pissed off as well. But to be super, super vague, especially in this competition where they are picking one person to tattoo you, I don't know. He told them things that were meaningful to him, but it's like, what is? I guess in some ways it gives the artist some freedom and liberties. I don't know. It bothered me because he was like, whatever you maybe kind of think it should sort of be, and they were just like, okay. So someone's drawing a bird, someone's drawing a freaking design. We got flowers. Like, you're not gonna get what you want when you're vague. Take it from me. So let's actually go to the one who was picked. Of course, it was Clean. I actually think that Mark had a better design, but I'm sure the judges had some say over who Deangelo chose. And they were like, dude, if you want a freaking good tattoo, you gotta go with Clean. Like, Mark, you're not going to get. I mean, this is like a celebrity, so gotta make sure that tattoo is nice and tight. Clean's just by far the best. It's cute. It's so much smaller than what they designed, and so much smaller than what are we doing making this a big deal. It's nice. It's pretty. It's cute. It has meaning to him, which is really important. He loved the tattoo. I love that. It takes up about one like 97th of his body, if that. So it's cool. I mean, I'm all for small tattoos. I don't know why we're doing such huge ass tattoos all the time. Let's go to some of these. I gotta show you almost all of them because what is going on with the skulls on the skulls? Can you even? It's the skulls on the skulls though, for me. Of course, poor Aaron's canvas is almost passed out again. And I don't think it's the way Aaron's tattooing. I think he's just getting shit luck with the canvases. Why were they giving Dawn such a hard time for this? Guys, do you agree with me? What were they doing being so hard on Dawn? I'm literally so confused. Deangelo was like, yeah, any color but green. And Dawn was like, well, what color would you have done? He's like, nah, I mean, I just wouldn't have done green. Okay, that is not helpful. Green's cool. It looks cool to me. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Clean's, he's so good. So it kind of, you see those little details, you see the precision, you see the accuracy. With this, it's not super crisp and clean and symmetrical and balanced, but I don't know. I dig it. They didn't like how it, or Chris didn't like how it blended styles, which I'm such a fan of blended style tattoos. And I don't know, I think it's cool. I love the horns right here. It gives it some depth, dimension. I don't mind the green at all. What are you gonna do? Red? Blue? He picked a good color. It's bright, it's bold, it's crisp. I just don't like how hard they were on Dawn at all. Let's go to Eric's. So Eric is our second runner up. I mean, he, as far as I'm concerned, he's the next best one to Clean. I mean, he could take it, even though Clean will probably win. This is a freaking badass tattoo. It's a really cool skull tattoo. This, I'm telling you, like, I'm not getting a tattoo on my head. But if I did, like, maybe something like this, just to show that I'm not fucking around at all. The eyes are cool. These horns are great. Yeah, I guess compared to Dawn's, it kind of blows them out. I'm not sure what's happening with the mouth, though. That's kind of a design thing. But Eric's technique is just, he's amazing. Wow, so good. Even the little horns, I love that. These big ones are award winning. Deangelo loved the eyes. Eric's cool. He's not like the most lighthearted of personalities. At least that's not what I'm seeing. But he's just, hey, you just did a tattoo. You tattoo. This is Chris's. Okay, stepping up. Finally. Chris is great. They're so hard on all of them. Chris is great. This is a lovely tattoo. I'm not mad at the background. I'm not crazy about it under the little teeth skull moment here. But it's not bad. Like, it's just enough, just a little blue. This little swoop is everything. The jewelry is everything. I mean, he's got shadows underneath those beads here. Love it. And he's got little reflections on every single bead. Looks incredible. I love it. I love that. It just gives it, I like the beads. I mean, it's probably kind of a design thing, but yeah, it's a skull. Okay, can we get something other than, Let's go to the last tattoo I want to show you, Aaron's just my favorite overall competitor. this season. I don't see him winning, although I do see him getting to the final 3. This is my favorite blended style, which we see in later seasons. I'm sure we see in multiple seasons coming up that I haven't seen. So working my way up, but this realism mixed with this kind of cartoony, thing here. I'm so into that. Can't think of his name. He got to the end and yeah, he really got reamed for his final tattoo. Blending this, but that was all of his tattoos were blending this. And Chris gave him a tough time on the roses, and I don't like that. I don't like that because he was saying stuff like, it looks unfinished, it looks this and that. It's so cool. I love the look. I love this red going out of bounds. I love this red going out of bounds. I love the skin, the space. It doesn't look like a mistake. It looks intentional, and I'm so into, and that skull looks like someone found it in a graveyard. I mean, it's real, dude. It's popping out at me. So, if I were to get a tattoo, I'd be going to Aaron. Period. I go to a lot of those artists, but I'm picking Aaron. So just wanted to show some skulls here. Some skulls and skulls and skulls and skulls and skulls. Of course, Dawn gets the boot. It was either Dawn or Chris. And Dawn never got a rave review. Chris gave him a little ass kick on the way out. And he was like, I've never seen a drawing from you that I like. It's like, okay, my wish is that these canvases are happy. That's all I want, is I want all these canvases to go home and say, I don't care who said what about what, I really like my tattoo. If they like their tattoo, isn't that what really counts at the end of the day? If you've made it this far, like I said before, you either really like Ink Master, or you really like me, or you really like both. So huge congrats, or you're in some kind of a rabbit hole and just got sucked in. Any and all of that is okay. We still got to go back and do a review for the Julia boot episode. I was just so blown away with that one. Wow, what drama. It's actually nice to not have some bullshit drama. Oh, one more thing. When Jason walked in the room and Clean was like, you okay? Is everything going on? You got everything going on? You good? And everyone else was silent. What the fuck was that? What in the gaslighting is going on here? That was so uncalled for, and Jason handled it really cool. He was like, I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna stay here and just be bullshitted. I'm gonna go. Not only that, but they were ragging on his tattoo. So not cool. And then I also love what Jason said about, this is more than just tattoos. This is how you handle your emotions. This is how you show up. This is everything. He's so right. I'm team Jason, man. He's a great tattoo artist. So we'll see. And I'll catch you next episode. Wow, these are getting really long. Sorry about that.